Hi everybody, welcome back to Long Drive Golf Tips. My name is Pat Dempsey, and today we're going to work on three things. One is we're going to work on your club path and flight selection, fade, straight, draw, and then we're going to talk about how important it is to hit it center on the face. And I'll show you a little trick. But I got a big treat for you today. My good friend Troy Mullins is here, professional long driver, and she's working on her golf swing. Now everybody's seen her on TV hitting the long ball with a 48-inch driver. Troy, thanks so much for coming today. What have you found different about trying to play the game of golf professionally versus the long drive with the drivers?
Well, with the 48-inch driver, we're only looking for speed, right? So I've hit the draw, I've hit the fade, but now I've gone to 46 to try and have one ball shot shape and choose that for professional golf.
Right, because you got 8 balls and now it's down to 1. Well, you've got a big advantage on most of the girls because your natural swing is so powerful and so long. So I'm excited today to have her here. Let's take a look at her swing. We'll look at the 46-inch driver, the 48, and see what we come up with, and I hope we can help her along with giving you some information. Okay, I'm here with my friend Troy Mullins, and we went over her playing swing, mostly designed for a fade shot. And now we have her in a 48-inch club, a long drive version. We've got the loft way down, and she's gonna hit a couple of hard balls for us. And I'm excited to see this. So now, when it comes to long drive, you know, what's the main thing that you're gonna start off doing? Turning a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Because you've always had great flexibility in your shoulders and good strong legs, so you've always taken it back a little further. And knowing that you get 8 balls to hit 1.
Yeah.
So
worry less about the fairway and more about the speed.
Now, you're probably gonna go back to a little bit of a straight or a draw type of ball flight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Oh man, this is fun. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I wish you could be here to hear the driver going by. I'm embarrassed to take a swing now. Oh boy. Now, I was looking at your videos earlier.
Were you?
Yeah.
What do you see?
I noticed one thing that I want to share with you, that when you're typically hitting draw shots, your money ball with long drive, your shoulders have typically been a little bit more square or closed, and so is your stance, but nothing else is different right now. I know you're setting open.
Because I'm so used to the fade, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to check my shoulder.
Right.
All right.
Very nice too. Now, I'm going to talk about.
Why don't I just hit 2 on the same spot?
I know it.
Hit this for golf.
But I want you better. So
okay.
Let's get set up. I want to point out and I know it's a rough spot we're hitting in. Okay, so what I'm watching here is I see where your feet are.
Yes.
And I see where you want to be perpendicular to your target line. But I also see, when you put that other hand on, I see this chest opening up, and so do you. And if I got you back here, that ball looks a little too far away to draw it. Do you kind of sense that a little bit?
Yeah.
So if it's a little too far out, you'll open your shoulders a little bit, and then it looks normal.
Right.
But in order to get back to that inside part of the ball, I think right there, I'm going to drop it back about an inch. And if you miss this draw, I want you to miss right.
Got it.
Beautiful. That looks way better.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
That was nice.
I think you compressed that ball a little better. I'm not sure, but did it feel a little back into you?
It did.
Okay. Now, for our long drive listeners, when you're competing, Troy, and you're standing over the top of that ball, you got 5,000 people watching you and cameras on. Where are you in your head at this point right here?
What I've really done is just kind of think of my routine, right? So now that you've told me to put my ball back,
right,
that's one of the first things I think about, where ball position is.
Right.
My second thought is when I take it back to have a full finish, and then to actually hold my finish or to envision what it feels like.
Right. In my years of competing, once you go out and you practice and you get in a mindset, no big deal, you're not nervous, and nobody has you on time clock.
Right.
And nobody's there. I noticed, and you used to do this, you used to get a little nervous. And in your long drive community, when you get up on that tee box, things will change. And typically, your setup will change and the speed. So maybe next month we'll do an episode on the mental aspect of long drive. So we all have these great routines, your routine, and I think you used your routine to overcome the fact, well, this is for real.
Right.
And when you're on that stage, it's a pretty lonely place with 5,000 people there and about 2 million more eyeballs staring on you on the TV. So your routine is very solid. You approach the ball and you're only thinking about completing your swing. So that is way healthy. I remember back when you first started, you got very nervous and you got caught up in the moment. And I think that's where you've matured as a long driver, is that you have your routine, it gets you through the moment, and then when you're done with your set, oh, I did pretty good. Great. Okay. Now that's an interesting point. When you're doing long drive, that typically the ball height should be pretty high. And people think that the higher the ball is, the more that they're going to get underneath it, and that's not true, because Troy is swinging up on the ball. The low part of her driver is back in this area and is slightly coming up. So it doesn't matter to her on whether the ball gets high or not. She's swinging up on it. So let's see another power draw.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Good setup. All right. I want to throw a little suggestion at you. Now, for some reason, you've track and field, right? And you were very good in track and field and everything. I want to say that in golf, when people start golf, they forget whether they were athletes or not. And I want people to take what they learned in the past, whether it's baseball, whether it's basketball, football, track and field, whatever. But what I want to say to you today is I want to get your head in a little better position, and you tell me what you think.
I'm ready.
I'm going to try to warm my hands up. Now get set. And see, I would like for her to get her head more athletic here instead of pitched to the back that way. This, I think, she can make her body rotate around her head. And I think during the swing, because I do the same thing.
So Pat, when I set up, I'm trying to see the path, so I go like this.
Correct.
But you're saying?
Right. So what I'm saying is if you do this with your head, and you're looking at the part of the ball that you want to look at, your body isn't looking at that ball from the same position. I want your head to be connected to your shoulders. So now your body moves. If you just move your head this way or that way, Now, this unit, now you've also changed your spine from here back another direction, and then your hips are a different direction.
Right.
So if you were to, you stand there and guard me in basketball, right? Like I'm ready to go around now. Put your hands out there,
yeah.
Grab your driver, there it is. Now, if you want to see that, I want that to tilt that way and feel natural about it. Try, but don't do this.
Okay.
Okay? Do it any way you want to do it, but do it my way.
So your way. We step into the ball. We're athletic.
Right.
We step into the ball.
Right.
Now I tilt all together.
Perfect. Perfect. Now your neck and your spine are on a line, and your body is saying, I see that inside corner. That's where, because from your angle, see, you do this.
Mm-hmm. And then I have to self-correct to get back in line. Okay, let's try that.
And you will see, you will feel the whole swing undisturbed visually throughout the whole thing, and you can feel yourself in sync or out of sync
a lot
sooner. Yeah.
Okay. Ball in the right position, shoulders square to closed.
Finish your swing.
Now I'm gonna
there, perfect. Very nice.
Woo!
And
God, that was great.
I know, you did enough homework. You didn't even have to finish your swing. You still whipped it down the right side.
I did.
Yeah, as a teacher, I noticed that stuff. That was beautiful. So it's so important to get your head and everything. And we'll do that again because it looked very natural. When you turned, your spine stayed perfect. And I don't know how that felt to you.
It felt so easy, like I was opening the door on one hinge rather than the two.
Right. Hey, and when you're trying to move the driver 125 miles an hour or more, that makes a lot of difference.
Okay, let's see.
So,
I like that, okay. Ball position. Square. I'm here.
Right.
I'm tilted.
Beautiful. Now, I know this uphill deal on the tee box is tough, but you ripped that down the middle too. So your mind and body are working very efficiently right now. I'm going to show on the TV.
Okay.
Years ago, there's 2 spine tilts to the driver. This was years ago. I displayed, if you take your driver and you put it under your chin and hold it here, and when you bend over, when that grip hits you in the calves, that's your first forward spine angle.
Okay.
And here's my favorite. So when you take this and you go to the right, and that hits you in the left calf, if you're right-handed, there's your second spine angle. So I think that's going to be huge for you, not to turn your head and get your body tilted a little bit. And you'll work that out where this is just enough, but it is such a great thing to learn.
Okay, I'm going to try and finish. You got it.
Okay, now we're down to our 8th ball of the set.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and all we need is a ball in play, but it's got to go over 270.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. That's why they consider you one of the best right there, right? Nice job there.